Shout out to Introvert Rockstar, man. He found the footage. What footage am I talking about? In this video, they are going to be explaining how Charleston White switched sides because the Austin Metcalf family and some elites had approached him and they spooked his ass, y'all. The reason why y'all see that, all that watermelon felon, all of that, Charleston White only go against his people, and he's afraid. Him shaking in his boots. Shout out to Introvert Rockstar, bro. He found the footage. Now, if you don't know who Introvert Rockstar is, most likely you've been living under a rock because he give it up. Now, you talking about somebody who love our people, and he has a passion, a zeal to uplift our people and bring the truth and shed the light on these racist people. This is your guy right here. Link gonna be in the description and all that. But watch how he give it up, y'all. Check this out.
Hey, you already know, on this channel, we hold raccoons accountable, because if we don't, who will? And if you don't like it, get to stepping, because it ain't gonna stop. Now run the tape.
Now, Charleston White, you think you're funny?
Shit, y'all. Look at this shit.
We'll see who's laughing.
Yeah, make sure y'all get y'all Carmelo Anthony watermelon filling shirts.
Look how you switched up.
And you can purchase it at www.therealcharlestonwhite.com. Again, you can get your watermelon felon Carmelo Anthony guilty murderer shirt at www.therealcharlestonwhite.com.
She didn't have to cut me off. We were nothing. Your love, you treat me like so up.
Welcome back, YouTube, all my regulars and my new viewers, to another episode of Tay Wizzle Reactions. As we on our way to 250 subscribers, I appreciate you all tapping into the channel and showing me y'all love and support, especially during the time of the shadow ban. It really mean a lot to me. If you got any clips that you want to send me, you can post it in the community right here on YouTube. And if you want to catch me live, go to tiktok.com/TayWizzle276 at 8 a.m. Or you can go to kick.com/TayWizzle at 5 p.m. every day except for Saturdays. And today, man, we got a little bit of clarity, a little bit of closure. Because we just had a discussion on TikTok after a post came out. Charleston White clowning Carmelo Anthony and his family. You feel me? People started to wonder, like, yo, how the fuck he just switch up like this? And somebody commented, like, yo, somebody gonna knock on the door. And I commented, like, yo, they already did. And that's before I had knowledge of this video. It's before I saw this and all that. But it just didn't seem right to me. Like, Charleston White, the one who advocated, or he always go at rappers basically saying they always commit black on black crime, they condone it and they all for it, but when it comes to doing something to these other races, they get spooked. So for him to come out and say he was with Metcalf because he thought Carmelo brought the knife to school and some other bull crap, he was wrong. He switched, you feel what I'm saying? Then he got into it with the Metcalf dad, and now he back on their side. And my whole thing was like, okay, because when I seen a couple interviews where they was asking him why he switched sides, and he gave multiple answers. And he even gave the truth, though. He even gave the truth. I'm not sure if it was one of my last videos where I put out, I think it was when I put out between him and the Metcalf dad. And I said, bro, y'all got to pay attention. Because a guy interviewed Charleston White, you feel me? And he basically said it. In between all the bullshit, he said why he switched sides. And he just didn't say it the way that we know it now. He said that basically what the judge went through which was the judge had to go in hiding. The judge of the Carmelo Anthony case said he had to go in hiding at first. So, and Charleston White said he didn't want that for his family. And I agree with that. Like, okay, definitely, who want to put their family in harm's way? But the whole thing is, bro, you put your mouth in it. Charleston White had nothing to do with the Carmelo Anthony / Metcalf situation, bro. Bro, you opted in that on your own. You got into them people business on your own. So now that they spooked your ass, you not ready for the consequences, bro. And now you up here talking shit about Carmelo, a kid. And that was one of my whole initial arguments, like, okay, even if he had a problem with the dad, because like I said, he had multiple reasons why he switched sides. One of the reasons was because Carmelo's dad. He said he didn't like the dad was money hungry, and he a coward, and all that type of stuff. Mind you, this is all after he was saying he met Carmelo, he fell in love with the kid because he innocent, this, that, and the third. And then the second reason was the reason he said about the judge. He ain't want that for his family. And then the third reason, he went somewhere else with it. Like, I ain't even listening to that. But until we watched this video, that was my take on it. Like, okay, you got a problem with Carmelo's dad. You shouldn't have switched on Carmelo, though. Like, you up here bashing Carmelo and trying to demonize a black child. I mean, you an old-ass black man. But see, I don't know why Charleston White opinions was ever relevant anyway. Everybody know that, yeah, meanwhile, he do say some stuff that has truth in it. But most of the time, bro, he say whatever he got to say to go viral. But let's get into this video. It's enough of me talking because bro already commentating. So I'm not going to really say too much during the video. But I'm going to holler at y'all afterwards. Shout out to Big Kiss. And you already know if you like the content, don't be too shy to hit that like and subscribe button so you can be notified when I drop a video or when I'm updating y'all on the old one. Now let's rock the fuck out.
In order for you to just switch sides as fast, right, just like that, somebody approach you. Somebody approach you and must have threatened little Mijo, one of them. I'm telling you, this had to have. It was more than just, allegedly, it was more than just, oh, Carmelo Anthony, dad, he was greedy. He didn't want to play right with the money. He wanted all the money to go. Nah. If you really had a love for your people, you would not go hard on Carmelo Anthony like that. Right. You would just narrow in on the father because Carmelo Anthony ain't do nothing to you, bruh. For you to sit up there and come out with that man's slogan, Austin Metcalf's dad's slogan, and sell a shirt, it was something more, bro. They spooked him. He ain't built like that. He only built like that when it come down to our people, bro. But when it come down to everybody else, Charleston White is scary, bro. I'm telling you.
21. Made a fucking killing so far. I done made over $12,000 so far off the Mellow boy.
Without knowing this,
look at him.
Make sure you get those watermelon felon shirts at www.therealcharlestonwhite.com.
Now, don't get me wrong. He'll go in on Aiden Ross and all people that he know they ain't gonna do nothing to him. But somebody done got in contact with Charleston White. Somebody got in contact with him, y'all.
Charleston White may have been warned by the Metcalf family. But after initially defending Carmelo Anthony, he later reversed his stance and began publicly criticizing him. White eventually promoted a watermelon felon shirt mocking Carmelo, a sharp contrast to his earlier support. Make that make sense. And in the words of Teddy Pendergrass, the whole town's laughing at me. Silly fool, how'd you lose such a good thing? Oh, Charlie boy, we really laughing at you, brother. And first of all, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis, and ain't nobody wearing them dingy ass shirts because they know better. And if I'm lying in my comment section, tell me I'm lying. See, you really scared of massa, and that's why you always tap dancing. But we'll talk about that later on in this video. So before I spaz out, Charlie boy, you said Carmelo's father is scary, but guess what? He not the only one. Man, run the tape.
Yeah, those white folks.
Listen, this is it. This is it. You bet not click off of this one right here. Turn the volume up. Turn the volume up.
Yeah, those white folk made Charleston White fall back. Now, yeah, he don't like Carmelo Anthony daddy. and he think he's soft, and he have his, you know, disagreement with him. But I read between the lines. I look in his eyes. I listen to the words he say. Them white folk had a conversation with Charleston White. Yeah, they sure did. Them white folk had a conversation with him and told him something that shook him to his core and made him lean back. They must have told him something like, look, you know, we can fix it so that you don't get any more shows, you don't make any more money. They may have even went extra during and said, look, we can fix it so that your mama, your daughter, your son don't make it home.
Yep. Yep.
They told him something dirty, and it shook him.
And you know, the Elites, they do not play fair.
That man
they
here
do
sell
shit
out.
like send you pictures of your loved ones.
That man here sell out.
Is this where your son or daughter go to school at? Oh, right here? Oh, she got the pink book bag, the purple book. That's how they play. And that shook Charleston White. I'm telling you. Not saying that exact thing happened, but I'm telling you, something dirty had to happen, whereas though he feel like he got scared, bro. I'm telling you. And he ain't built like that anyway, man. He about $120 soaking wet. He ain't like that. He only like that when it come down to our people. He willing to pepper spray our people. That's it. That's it.
And it made him fall back. So I don't really blame him.
I do.
They probably told him something that'll make any of us fall back. And
I blame him. He told him something that'll make any of us fall back. I blame him because Charleston White, you know, Charleston White not a dumb individual. Fairly, he's smart. You know what I'm saying? He say he went to school, he got a PhD and all that, right? But he's smart. You know the power of white supremacy, bro. Feel me? You knew what you could have been facing when you put your mouth in that situation. I don't respect that because you should have just stayed quiet from the beginning. You feel what I'm saying? That means Charleston White operates off of money. So now you can't believe nothing he said. Feel me? Because if you believe in your soul that this man was innocent, but then they threaten you and say, like he said, it might not even been physical. They could have threatened him and been like, oh, you ain't getting no more shows. You sold out because of money, bruh. You can't listen to nothing he say because people can pay him to say certain things. Just like how he said Carmelo father paid him $3,000 to get on their side, which we all know now is a lie, by the way. We all know that's a lie, by the way.
say, look, I throw my damn hands up. I don't want no parts of that. I can't do this by my damn self. Wow. And I can't run to damn body. I can't run to the black community. Right. I can't run to the damn courts because y'all staff and run the damn courts. Y'all staff and run the damn prisons. I can't run to damn no one. Why should I put my life on the line for basically nothing? For people that's not going to back me up, because we ain't going to damn back them up. So I don't really fault him. I don't really blame him. The white folk told him something that'll make anyone fall back. Someone tell you that your mama might not make it home.
Not nobody that's dedicated to a fight.
Yeah, you're going to fall back.
That's dedicated to this fight.
Just look in his eyes, read between the lines. The white folk had a conversation with him. And Charlie Boy said, I fall back.
Charleston. They're done with all raccoons.
Yeah.
You've been letting them Caucasian boys put fear into you ever since you was a teenager on that stand. Charlie, I keep telling you, the game is cold. Claims have circulated online that the Metcalf family has connections to the Texas system, with some social media users pointing to photos allegedly showing ties to prosecutors and judges. However, no verified evidence has been presented proving that the Metcalf family had a personal relationship with the judge or DA involved in Carmelo Anthony's case. Make that make sense. And that's how Charlie Boy got scared straight. Yeah. And that's why Carmelo lost the trial, bro. Because I keep telling y'all, all these people on the same team.
Makes sense. And then they released the video. So you know they try and get a negative reaction out of black people because then they're gonna release the video. They just released the video showing what happened, like almost immediately prior to the arrest. You feel me? When actually the coach that he ran to, the coach that Carmelo ran to after the incident, walked him to the police. You feel me? And the coach was trying to make sure yo was good, but the police was like, "Oh, we don't know." The coach was like, "Is he gonna be all right?" The video I'm referring to, I show reaction out of black people because I might post it if y'all want me to. He got over sentenced. I feel like he got over sentenced 35 years for an accidental, when all evidence pointed towards he didn't even like intentionally poke yo. Like, look like dude fell on the door tool, and then they trying to spin it like, oh, he brought a knife to school, bro. It was a tool that you use to fix your cleats. That's what they not telling people, you feel me? So they try and get a negative. But now it's a full-blown knife. Now the pictures show a full-blown knife. Found Joe guilty for 35 years, and now they gonna put out the tape basically saying that he was innocent all along. That ain't gonna do nothing but make niggas mad as fuck.
Judge, the attorneys, the DA, and the media. I can go on and on and see Charlie Boy.
But their objective is to make it appear like they are not on the same side.
You know that Carmelo is innocent, bro. But like I told y'all earlier, them Caucasian boys been putting fear into Charlie Boy since he was a teenager. See, anytime you see someone wearing shades all the time, bro, and they talking down on people, man, they hiding behind fear. They hiding behind guilt. They hiding behind disappointment, bro, because he'll never go against Massa.
I remember Charleston White said that about Boosie. He said Boosie always wearing shades because he's hiding something. Now all of a sudden Charleston White wearing shades. So what did that say about you?
He'll never stand 10 toes down for his people.
That makes sense.
Damn, Charlie Boy, you gotta tap dance forever and ever. And ever. Damn, I keep telling you, bro, the game is cold. And you already know, before I end this video, I have to always speak from my heart. Before I end this video, I have to always speak from my heart, bro. Listen, them racist Caucasian people in Texas, man, they been traumatized Charleston White.
Yeah.
They been put fear into Charleston White. That's why he can always talk down on rappers. That's why he can always talk down on black people.
And be so
when
protected.
it comes to Massa, he always apologizes. When it comes to Massa, he has nothing to say. And if I'm tripping, in my comment section, tell me I'm tripping. That's why in 2026, we don't need Charlie Boy speaking up for us, man. Like I always say, we got it from here, partner. You know what, man? Free Carmelo until it's backwards. Happy Juneteenth and happy Father's Day weekend. I'm out, bro.
Like they said, man, they been put fear in that boy Charleston White back when he snitched as a teenager, gang. They been put fear in him. He just came out with all that. He don't give a fuck. He'll do this to anybody. You feel me? So I guess motherfuckers was believing him. Going there and talk about how he'll grape some white females and how he'll unalive white men. But in reality, he ain't gonna do a damn thing to nobody except black people. That's the only people he trying to do something to, because that's the only people he can get away with it with. And that's the reason why, that's the real reason behind why it's continued black on black crime today. That's why black on black crime exists, because don't nobody care about black people really enough to pursue a conviction. When the crime first happened, if the police don't put it together, man, it becomes a cold case until they get some new evidence. They don't actively look into or investigate murders for black people. So that's the reason why a black person is quicker to do something to a black person than a white person. Because, you know, when you do something to a white person, they automatically gonna play with the police. And I feel like a lot of racists, either they don't know that factor or they just ignoring it. I done seen a couple instances on the internet where black people done got into it and they say, damn, the reason why I didn't crash out on you was because white people was right here. So that means that, bro, they can even still prevent black on black crime around street niggas anyway, because street niggas so petrified of them calling the police on them, they don't want to do jack shit around them. Charleston White act like you wasn't scared to go back to jail. You wasn't scared to do this, that, and the third, but it looks like you are, buddy. And I'm sorry, I can't respect it, bro. I can't respect it. You know why? Because all he had to do was mind his business. Ain't nobody mentioned Charleston White when this situation first happened. By Charleston White own accord, when this situation first happened, he know black people wasn't opted in. How? Because he was arguing with black people over the rapper Lil Ronnie and his baby getting killed. He went online saying fuck Lil Ronnie and his baby. So he was arguing with people when this situation first hit the internet. So all he had to do was keep his mouth shut. He probably felt as though this was another opportunity to grow his clout. But he spoke on the wrong people because those white supremacists wasn't having it, and they end up being connected to his handlers. And that's all that happened, for real. Metcalf, no Charleston White handlers. This is the reason why a lot of people really try not to pay Charleston White no mind, and they try not to really like put too much energy into him because they know he connected to them people, bro. You do something to Charleston White, and they know it, and he know about it, bro, or he get away to be able to tell or something, bro, you're gonna go down. You're gonna go to jail, especially if you somebody of status. He probably ain't gonna care about no regular person because you can't even break the story big enough to even hurt his image. But a person who got a platform or got some influence, yeah, he going that route. That's why he say it all the time. See, people like that just want a clear lane to disrespect with no consequences. That's why he promote, I do something to you and tell on you. For all the people that can't catch on, he gonna play it like, man, these niggas scared for real. That's why I can say what I want and get away with it. But he also got his I call the police plan prepared for you too. And that's gonna motivate people to stay away from his ass. Especially like people that know they're gonna really crash out on him. So I can't respect that, bro, because all you had to do was mind his business. And then, even if you got mad at the father, let's say that is true. Let's say he never got pressed by the supremacists. And let's just say, all right, him and the father did have a fallout. Why did you start a smear campaign for Carmelo? You and his father had problems. Why did you start this smear campaign for this child? After you openly admitted that you felt as though he was innocent, you was wrong about him bringing a knife to school. And that's another thing. Everybody know Charleston White did his research. He actually said he researched the type of tool that Carmelo brought to school. That's why in the beginning of this video, I mentioned that it was a tool that you fix the cleats with. But like I said, after this video right here that I was on stream, I did this video on stream yesterday. After this video, the chat, they were kind of so locked in. I end up playing the video where they just dropped about what actually happened on the field. And now we see they showed a weapon that Carmelo supposedly, allegedly have used. And it's a full-blown knife. And I just don't see how people can get a full-blown knife mixed up with a tool that's used to fix cleats. Anybody can be able to tell the difference. So it just made me think it's a bunch of bullshit and a bunch of conspiracies going on. But I feel like I done rambled on too much. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comment section. Let me know y'all honest opinion. How y'all feel about this? Do you believe that it's true that somebody knocked on Charleston White door and told him to sit his ass down? If you want more on this content, you can let me know that in the comment or by hitting that like button. And as usual, if you made it this far in the video, don't be too shy to hit that like and subscribe button so you can be notified when I drop a video or when I update you on the old one. And it also let me know that y'all want to see more of this content. Hopefully we threw the shadow ban this week, so we're going to resume 3 videos a day. So it's back to work. But I'm going to see y'all on the next video, man. Shout out to Big Kish. Fuck Charleston White, bitch ass. This been another episode of Tables Reactions, man. And thank y'all for watching, gang.
She didn't have to cut me off. We were nothing.